Hello students, today is one shot for unit number 2, class 11th for the RENEET 2026. इसमें 3 chapters हैं, morphology in flowering plants, anatomy in flowering plants and structural organization in animals, जिसमें हम exclusively frog की details पढ़ेंगे. So let's start. Introduction of morphology of flowering plants, angiosperms that shows a large diversity. इसमें morphology अगर हम देखते हैं external features की study, इसमें सारे all characters, presence of roots, stems, leaves, flowers and fruits होते हैं. If you pull out any weed, you may not see any flower, maybe flower present or not, but बाकी structures उसमें present होते हैं. You can check this diagram also here. Flower, fruit, stem, leaves are there. Shoot system is the portion above the ground and इसमें node और internodes होते हैं. दो nodes के बीच में the region between the two nodes is the internode and the bud is there. Then primary root system में underground part इसमें primary root और secondary roots होते हैं. So you can check this. This is a germinating seed जिसमें आप देख सकते हो plumule is there which is going to form the shoot, the future shoot जिसमें stem which will bear leaves, flowers will fertilization के बाद हो जाएंगे, fruits which will have seeds. Hypocotyle is supporting the radicle, emergence of radicle. It is radicle is meant for the root system. It is present in all angiosperms. Then we move to the roots. If you see the roots, primary root, इसमें 3 तरह के roots होते हैं, tap roots, fibrous roots and adventitious roots. प्राइमरी रूट्स और उसकी ब्रांचेस होती हैं जिसमें एक मेन रूट होता है. प्राइमरी रूट डायरेक्ट इलोंगेट्स फ्रॉम द रेडिकल, ग्रोज इनसाइड द सॉइल. इसके जो लेटरल्स होते हैं, लेटरल रूट्स, उसमें सेवरल ऑर्डर डिविजन्स हो सकती हैं, मल्टीपल सेकेंडरी टर्शरी. एग्जाम्पल इन डाइकॉट्स, एग्जाम्पल मस्टर्ड. फाइब्रस रूट इज द प्राइमरी रूट इज शॉर्ट लिव्ड, आता है लेकिन शॉर्ट लिव्ड है. इट इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय लार्ज नंबर ऑफ रूट्स ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम base of the stem and fibrous roots is example is monocots, wheat. Then adventitious roots hai, roots arising from the parts other than the radicals, example monstera, banyan and grass. Acha, functions, if you see the functions, water and mineral absorption is a primary function, anchorage, synthesis of this plant growth regulators, PGRs and food storage is there. रीजन्स ऑफ रूट इलोंगेशन अगर हम देखते हैं, इसमें 3 रीजन्स हैं. इसको हम रीजन्स ऑफ मेरिस्टेमेटिक एक्टिविटी कह सकते हैं. तो स्टार्ट विद एट द रूट टिप, ये रूट कैप फॉर्मेशन है यहाँ पे. इट इज थिम्बल लाइक एंड प्रोटेक्ट्स द टेंडर एपेक्स, फ्यू मिलीमीटर इन लेंथ. It has 3 properties. इसको हम याद कर सकते हैं STD, that is small cells, thin wall, dense protoplasm. Then we come to the region of elongation जिसमें है cells which undergo rapid elongation. Cells gradually differentiates and responsible for the growth and it matures to region of maturation. So we can see here the root hairs. They are very fine thread-like structure, absorbs water and minerals, extension of thin epidermal cells. Then we come to the stem. It has flowers, terminal bud, it has fruit, stem, leaves, it has a petiole, it has a bud, axillary bud, it has node, internodes, portion between the 2 nodes is internode, region where leaves are born is a node. Then functions, if you talk about, अच्छा yes, stem के colors होते हैं. young stem green होता है, chlorophyll, they do the photosynthesis, और old वाले होते हैं woody and dark brown. Functions, they spread out the branches bearing leaves, fruits, flowers. It is the main function and it conducts water, minerals and photosynthesis. Then vegetative propagation, storage, protection and support. Leaf की अगर हम बात करते हैं, it is lateral, generally flattened, develops from a node, originates from shoot apical meristeme, SAM, and it is acropetal order. They are the most important vegetative organs for photosynthesis. Right? Next we come to the parts of the leaves. So you can see here axillary bud is there, stipule, it is 2 lateral small leaf like structures and the leaf base may bear a stipule, not always. It is the leaf base which attaches leaf to the stem. Then we have the petiole which holds a leaf blade to sunlight. Fluttering of the leaf helps in cooling and fresh air, and long and thin it is by nature. So this is the midrib which is the middle prominent view, and it has veins, it provides rigidity and transport, and veins और वेनलेट्स है इसके अंदर पूरा. सिस्टम ऑफ नेटवर्क ऑफ वाटर सप्लाई. लैमेला, थर्ड स्ट्रक्चर, ऑल्सो नोन एज लीफ ब्लेड, ग्रीन एक्सपैंडेड पार्ट. Leaf base, it is swollen, also known as pulvinous in legumes, and it expands and sheaths stems wholly or partially in monocots. Next, we talk about the leaf venation, reticulate and parallel venation. Veinlets forms a network in dicots generally, and its veins vary in thickness. And veins run parallel to each other in most of the monocots. Then we see here, this is about the the compound leaves. Compound leaves की अगर हम बात करते हैं, so we can see this is the rachis, represents the midrib, common axis on which leaflets are present. Then there is a bud present. Bud is present at the axil of petiole, but axil of leaflets do not contain buds. Tip of the petiole, if you see this one, this is the tip of the petiole where leaflets attaches. So we have pinnately compound leaves, and that is example is neem, and we have palmately compound leaves, the example is silk cotton. Then we see phyllotaxy, arrangement, the pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stems or the branches. It is China rose with alternate arrangements, and we can see one node per node, one leaf. And we have guava, the opposite arrangement from the leaf. One node has two leaves. Elstonia, it is whorled. It has one node with lots of, one node and one whorl. More than 2 to 3 leaves are arising. Next comes the inflorescence. Inflorescence may shoot apical meristeme, also give rise to the floral meristeme. Internodes doesn't elongate, axis gets condensed in that case. Nodes में leaves नहीं आते हैं, floral appendages होते हैं. And there are two types, racemose inflorescence, cymose inflorescence. Racemose inflorescence is acropetal order. Race में आगे जाते हैं, ये हमेशा आगे जाते रहेंगे. Always solitary shoot मेन एक्सिस कंटिन्यूज टू ग्रो, क्योंकि वो रेस लगा रहे हैं, ऐसा याद रख सकते हैं. और जो रेस नहीं लगा रहा है वो बेस में नीचे रह गया है, वो है साइमोस इन्फ्लोरेसेंस. मेन एक्सिस टर्मिनेट्स इनटू अ फ्लावर. Then we talk about the flower. If we see this flower, the flower के बहुत सारे features हैं based on both the endoecium and gynoecium, यानी sex organs उसमें present है कि नहीं. अगर flower में दोनों present है, they are bisexual. Flower has both endoecium and gynoecium. Unisexual are either only stamens or only carpels. Based on the symmetry, radial symmetry, actinomorphic. Flowers can be divided into two equal radial halves in any radial plane passing through the center. Mustard, datura and chili you can remember as mad chili. ठीक है. Then you can remember zygomorphic, bilateral symmetry, divided into two similar halves only in one particular vertical plane, that is peas, gulmohar, beans and cassia. Cannot, जो बिल्कुल डिवाइड नहीं हो सकता, तो एग्जाम्पल है कैना, जिसको केली के फूल भी कहते हैं. कैन नॉट बी डिवाइडेड इनटू टू सिमिलर हाफ्स बाय एनी वर्टिकल प्लेन पासिंग थ्रू द सेंटर. Asymmetrical is irregular. Next, the flowers में floral appendages in multiple of 3, 4 or 5, so trimerous, tetra and pentamerous. Then we talk about the bracteate with bracts, reduced leaf found at the base of the pedicel, and ebract without bracts. Then we talk about the position of the gynoecium, कि gynoecium की position क्या बाकी सारे floral से ऊपर है या नीचे placed है या उसके साथ बिल्कुल same level पे है. तो उसके हिसाब से flowers हमारे 3 types के होते हैं, hypogynous, perigynous and epigynous. Superior ovary, जिसमें gynoecium occupies the highest position, superior ovary. So hypogynous यानी gynous के नीचे, hypo यानी बाकी सारे structures नीचे हैं gyno के. Other parts are situated below it, mustard, China rose and brinjal. And इसमें हम MCB एग्जाम्पल याद रख सकते हैं. पेरीगाइनस में हम याद रख सकते हैं प्लम, रोज, पीच, PRP. एंड एपिगाइनस कंडीशन में हम याद रख सकते हैं GSC, जनरल साइंस GSC. सो लाइक दिस. Half inferior ovary, gynoecium is situated in the center. Other parts are located on the rim of the thalamus, almost at the same levels. And it is plum, rose and peach. Epigynous condition, inferior ovary, the margin of the thalamus grows upwards, enclosing the ovary, completely getting fused within it. So other parts of the flowers arise above the ovary. This is guava, cucumber, ray florets of sunflower. Then we talk about the flower. The reproductive unit in the angiosperms is meant for sexual reproduction. parts of a flowers, you can see here endoecium, gynoecium, corolla, calyx, pedicel is there. So calyx is accessory, corolla accessory hai. Endoecium, gynoecium are reproductive, they're the main ones. Calyx इसमें green and leafy like sepals है. Corolla is brightly colored, attract insects for pollination. Then endoecium you can see here, and gynoecium we'll see in the details. Pedicel को stalk भी कहते हैं. Swollen end of the pedicel is we can see here, that is the thalamus part. Then in some flowers like lily, and the calyx and the corolla are not distinct and are termed as perianth. Calyx outermost whorl hota hai, protects the bud, and gamosepalous hai, united sepals, and polysepalous is free sepals are there. So that is there. So corolla, you can see again, agar wo fused hai, then it is united petals, gamopetalous, और अगर free petals, polypetalous condition. अच्छा, corollas के अलग अलग shapes हो सकते हैं. So different types of shapes, maybe tube-like, bell-shaped, funnel-shaped, wheel-shaped. तो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है, सेल चैप्टर में क्लोरोप्लास्ट, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को अलग अलग शेप्स दिखाए गए हैं. तो बहुत ही लिमिटेड 2 ईयर कोर्स में ऐसे हैं जिसमें शेप्स की बात हो रही है. तो यहाँ पे अगर बेल, फनल और व्हील यूज होता है तो आपको रखना है याद कि वो है कोरोला. Next is estivation, yani arrangement, the mode of arrangement of sepals or petals in a flower bud with respect to other members of the same whorl. Remember, same whorl. So it is without overlapping hai, to calotropis, that is valvate. No overlapping, calotropis. Agar wo twisted hai, overlap in a particular direction. China rose, ladyfinger, cotton, and a very old mnemonics we can remember here ki China mein लेडी का फिंगर ट्विस्ट हुआ और उसने कॉटन का बैंडेज बांधा. सो appendages overlap of the next one and so on like that. Then we come to the imbricate, the overlaps in random direction, that is cassia and gulmohar is one of them. Then we talk about the vexillary, standard इसमें largest होता है और wings उसके side में होते हैं ऐसे leaves, flowers and के petals, and the keel is the anterior region. So this is papilionaceous और vexillary. इसमें एग्जाम्पल है, दोनों प्रोटीन्स देते हैं, पी एंड बीन्स. एंड्रोशियम द मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन, इसमें एंथर आप देख सकते हो, फिलामेंट. एंथर इज 2 लूब्ड, ईच लूब हैज 2 चेम्बर्स. अगर एक ही एंथर है, मोनोडेल्फस, चाइना रोज, डायोडेल्फस, पीज एंड पॉलीडेल्फस सिट्रस. And varied length of stamen is seen in salvia and mustard. And we can see अगर epipetalous condition जिसमें calyx और endoecium are fused, example is brinjal. Epiphyllous condition जिसमें the petals is fused with the endoecium, that is lily. And staminode जिसमें sterile stamen होता है. Next is the gynoecium. It is the basal bulge part ovary. It has a style elongated tube. It has a stigma, receptacle surface of pollens. And we can see that mature ovary matures to fruits. Ovary has ovules more than one, it could be or less, one only. It matures to form the seed. Apocarpus condition is lotus and rose, and syncarpus is mustard and tomato. Placenta, it is a soft cushion-like structure. Placentation की बात करते हैं, arrangement of ovules within the ovary is known as placentation. We can see here ovules are arranged as a ridge के तरफ, arranged ridge से. Ventral suture, it forms 2 rows, example peas. And then we can see multilocular ovaries. Locular means chambers. Axial placentation, axile भी कह सकते हैं. China rose, tomato and lemon. Parietal, 1 chamber ovary, ovules on the inner or peripheral walls, but becomes 2 chamber due to false septum. Example, mustard and argemone. Then we have no septum here, born on central axis. This is dianthus or primrose. The placentation is free central. The basal placentation, placenta develops at the base of the ovary and a single ovule is attached to it. Example, sunflower and marigold. You can see here. So these are the pictures. Fruits की अगर हम बात करते हैं, parthenocarpic fruits without fertilization में banana example है. This is the characteristic feature of angiosperms, the fruit. It consists of pericarp, which could be dry or fleshy. Fleshy में 3 parts हैं, epicarp outer, mesocarp middle, and endocarp is inner, and it has a seed. You can see mesocarp is edible in mango. It is the epicarp, mesocarp, seed, and endocarp. Fruit known as drupe. This is one-seeded, monocarpellary or superior ovary. Fruit में mango में outer thinner epicarp, mesocarp is fleshy edible, endocarp is inner stony hard. Coconut ka epicarp not exist. Mesocarp, fibrous, endocarp not there. Next we talk about the seed part. Seed, the ovules after fertilization develops into seeds. It is made up of seed coat and embryo, and it is made up of radicle, embryonal axis, and as in wheat, maize, or two cotyledons as in grams and peas. So dicotyledonous seed could be of two, like endospermous castor, जिसमें endosperm persist करता है even after the plant has grown up, and the non-endospermous where it is completely consumed. Proteins वाले सारे consume कर लेते हैं, proteinaceous plants like pea, beans and grams. We see about the seed coat. It is testa, the outer one. Tegmen is the inner. So seed coat is the covering of the seed, outermost. And hilum, it is a scar on the seed coat through which seeds were attached to the fruits. Micropyle, above the hilum, a small pore. The cotyledons are there, often fleshy, reserve food. Plumule is going to be the future shoot, a radicle the future root, and this is the embryonal axis. Structure of a monocotyledonous seed. It is generally, the seeds are endospermic in case of monocots, example orchids, and non-endospermic. Endospermous generally, non-endospermic are some of them, example are the orchids. Seed coat and the fruit wall, you can see membranous fused with this. The seed coat is fused with the fruit wall. Aileron layer, outer covering of endosperm, proteinaceous. So yes, aileron layer, it is outer covering of endosperm, it is proteinaceous, and the endosperm is bulky plus stores food. And the scutellum, it is large shield-shaped cotyledon. Coleoptile is a sheath enclosing the plumule present on the short axis, and the radicle is also there, plumule radicle, this is the embryonal axis, and coleorhiza enclosing the radicles. You can see here endosperm, this is embryo, आप देख सकते हैं, small and situated in a groove at one end of the endosperm. This is semi-technical description of typical flowering plants, जिसमें you can see all these symbols which are given here. You can see the descriptions also represents this one. This is the floral formula, represents the mustard plant, family Brassicaceae. Fusion is indicated by enclosing the figure within the bracket and adhesion by a line drawn above the symbol of the floral plants. The position of the mother axis with respect to the flower is represented by a dot on the top of the floral diagram. The floral formula also shows cohesion and adhesion within the parts of the whorls and between the whorls. Solanaceae is a potato family. You can see it is growing in the subtropics, distributed in tropics and even temperate zones. You can see the various characteristics, stem, leaves, floral characters, इसके क्या क्या है. Economic importance बहुत important है इसका, and floral formula of course. And belonging to this family, source of food like tomato, brinjal, potato, spice like chili, and medicine में belladonna, ashwagandha. Fumigatory is the tobacco and ornamental is petunia. So you can see here flowers may LS, there's longitudinal section of flowers, stamens and carpels. And then we come to Fabaceae. This is Papilionidae, earlier also known as by this name. Now it is subfamily of family Legumicaceae. And you can see the floral formula, and the Pisum sativum, the pea plant, is one of the examples. Isme hai pulses. You can remember like this: pulses sustain growth in soil, supplying tremendous legume support for meals. So you can see pulses में gram, arhar, moong, seam, soya hai. Sustains growth, soybean. G is for the groundnut, soybean and groundnut is for the oil, and S is for sun hemp, and then S is for here sesbania. Then tremendous is trifolium, then lupin, sweet pea, and multani. Mulethi, sorry. This is the medicine. And this is for the fodder. These two are the fodders and these two are the ornaments. Next we have Liliaceae family, Allium cepa, onion plant. And this glory of lilies creates an aroma. ऐसे आप जा सकते हो. तो इसमें है tulip or gloriosa, that is for ornaments, and colchicine, and this is asparagus, that is for vegetable, and aloe for medicine. That is there. So this is again the good ornaments. You can see all of them are there and you can remember it. As far as summary is concerned, remember this thing: the multiple hair-like structures, they are the trichomes and positively phototrophic nature. is seen in them. The leaf is lateral outgrowth of the stem developed exogenously at the node, and the flower is modified shoot. Right? Next we come to, without any break, let's come to anatomy in flowering plants. So मॉर्फोलॉजी हमने एक बार पूरा देख लिया है, अब हम एनाटमी पे जाते हैं. एनाटमी ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम, वी कैन सी हियर, दैट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द study of internal structure, that is the tissues, right? So cells, tissues, organs, there are no organ system in plants. Remember, angiosperms में है monocots and dicots, anatomically वो different होते हैं. Tissues are what? Cells of common origin and common function, meristematic on the basis of ability to divide. Tissues दो तरह के होते हैं, meristematic which can divide and permanent, structurally and functionally specialized, they lose the ability to divide. So next, अभी हम basically आपको straight away उसी वाले content पे लेके जा रहे हैं, which is there from where the NCERT starts, that is the tissue system. So tissue system on the basis of structure and location, it is epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system, vascular tissue system. So ground tissue system की अगर हम बात करते हैं, all tissues except epidermis or vascular bundles constitute the ground tissues. So mode of simple tissues में made up of simple tissues, these ground ones, ये है parenchyma, collenchyma और sclerenchyma, cortex, पेरिसाइकल, पिथ, मेडुलरी रेज, प्राइमरी रूट और स्टेम्स इसमें देखने को मिलेंगे. तो स्टूडेंट्स एक बात आपको ध्यान रखना है, इससे पहले हम इसको मेंशन कर दूं कि आप देख सकते हैं कि जिस तरह से हमने एनसीईआरटी को डिसेक्ट किया हुआ है, आप देख सकते हैं मेरी इस बुक को, इट इज अ ई बुक, इट इज एनसीईआरटी डिसेक्टेड, एंड इसमें हमने लाइन बाय लाइन एनसीईआरटी से क्वेश्चंस भी निकाले हैं, इंपॉर्टेंट हाईलाइट्स, और हमने इंपॉर्टेंट चीजों को साइड में भी रखा है. जैसे आप एनसीईआरटी में लिख सकते हैं इसको पेन पेपर में भी, तो आपको बहुत अच्छे से उसको बार बार अगर आप रिकैप करते हैं तो आपका ब्रेन मैप रेडी हो जाता है. 2 साल आप उन्हीं को रिवाइज करें तो आपकी रिटेंशन और अच्छी होती है. तो मैं जो भी अगर मेरे इस वीडियोस को बाद में भी देखते हैं तो उसके लिए रिविजन्स भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो इवन द न्यू 11th एंड द 12th कैन ऑल्सो टेक द बेनिफिट फ्रॉम इट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो डाउनलोड माई ऐप, यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट BioAce फॉर सच मोर ब्रेन मैप्स, right? So let's continue. Here we can see that the primary in the leaves, the ground tissues consist of thin-walled chloroplast containing cells and is mesophyll which carries out photosynthesis. The leaf in this ground tissue, the mesophyll is present. Their thin-walled and chloroplast is present. Epidermal tissue system की अगर हम बात करते हैं, so you can see here epidermal tissue system में है epidermis, stomata, epidermal appendages जिसमें है trichomes and root hair. ट्राइकोम्स, दे आर मल्टीसेलुलर, ब्रांच भी हो सकते हैं, अनब्रांच भी हो सकते हैं, सॉफ्ट या स्टिफ भी हो सकते हैं, सिक्रीटरी या नॉन सिक्रीटरी भी हो सकते हैं, और दे प्रिवेंट वाटर लॉस. इसमें जो डाइकॉट है उसका स्टोमेटा बीन शेप्ड है और ग्रासेस में इट इज डम्बल शेप्ड. सो यू कैन सी दैट लीफ एपिडर्मिस, यू कैन सी हियर स्टोमेटल जो एपरेटस है वो कंसिस्ट करता है स्टोमेटल पोर्स, एंड इट हैज क्लोरोप्लास्ट, इट हैज सब्सिडियरी सेल्स. It has specialized epidermal cells, shape and size उसका अलग है. It regulates opening and closing of stomata if we talk about the subsidiary cells. And it is near the guard cells. Then the inner wall is highly thick, remember this, and the outer wall is thin. So stomata with bean-shaped guard cells and stomata with the dumbbell-shaped guard cells. So 1, 2 and 3 are the stomatal apparatus. Stomatal regulates gaseous exchange and transpiration. And epidermis में usually it is single layered outermost protective covering है ये. It is elongated parenchymatous cell, small amount of cytoplasm, large vacuole, and it is compactly arranged in a continuous layers. So cuticle is absent in the roots. It is thick waxy layer and it reduces water loss. That's why it is not present in the roots, because root का main function है water absorption. Root here, it is unicellular and it is absorption of water and mineral absorption दोनों, of course sap का absorption में ये help कर रहा है. वैस्कुलर टिश्यू सिस्टम की हम बात करते हैं तो जाइलम एंड फ्लोएम आर द 2 कॉम्प्लेक्स टिश्यूज एंड ऑल्टरनेट अरेंजमेंट ऑफ जाइलम फाइलम ऑन डिफरेंट रेडिया. इट इज रेडियल, इट इज प्रेजेंट इन रूट, मोनोकॉट और डाइकॉट में. और अगर हम बात करते हैं बच्चों कंजॉइंट क्लोज्ड और कंजॉइंट ओपन की, तो वो है अगर कैम्बियम सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ प्रेजेंट है दैट इज कंजॉइंट एंड ओपन, जिसमें जाइलम फ्लोएम यूजुअली ऑन आउटर साइड ऑफ द यूजुअली ऑन द आउटर साइड यू कैन अरेंज, यू कैन सी द फ्लोएम ऑन द आउटर साइड ऑफ द जाइलम. इसको हम कंजॉइंट पैटर्न बोलते हैं. एंड इट इज सेकेंडरी ग्रोथ कैम्बियम के साथ, इसमें सेकेंडरी जाइलम और सेकेंडरी फ्लोएम ओरिजिनेट होता है. कंजॉइंट क्लोज्ड इज इन मोनोकॉट स्टेम और लीफ एंड कंजॉइंट ओपन इज इन डाइकॉट स्टेम एंड लीफ. Then we talk about anatomy of dicotyledonous roots, जिसमें particularly we can see here the root here. Unicellular protrusion of epiblema is there, and it also has epidermis, outermost layer. Cortex, several thin-walled parenchymatous cells. Endodermis, it is innermost layer of the cortex, single layer of barrel-shaped cells without any spaces. And these endodermal cells have suberrin deposition on the radial and tangential walls, जिसको Casparian strips भी कहते हैं. Suberin is a waxy material which is water impermeable. मेरे डायग्राम्स को आप हमेशा क्लॉकवाइज पढ़ने की कोशिश करेंगे और या फिर आउटर टू इनर, so you will understand the way of my sketches. And then we see the pericycle, few layers of thick wall, parenchyma, that is initiation of lateral roots and vascular cambium during secondary growth. Protoxylem and metaxylems, protoxylem is at the periphery, metaxylem is at the central, इसको exarch condition कहते हैं. Pith is small and inconspicuous, which is not that visible, and the phloem is there in the alternate manner. And then we can see here conjunctive tissues are there between the xylem and the phloems. Vascular bundles are 2 to 4 patches. अच्छा, stele क्या होता है? Pericycle plus vascular bundles plus pith, इसको stele कहते हैं. All tissues inner side of the endodermis. Then we talk about anatomy of monocotyledonous roots. It is similar to the dicot root. Exarch condition इसमें देखेंगे और इसमें just जो चीजें different हैं वो देख लेते हैं. They are usually more than 6. Polyarch condition, xylem bundles in monocot. Pith is large and well developed. Monocot do not undergo any secondary growth. So pericycle only lateral roots. Pith is large and well developed. Right? Next we talk about anatomy of dicot stems. इसमें हम देखते हैं the thin layer of cuticle, trichomes and few stomata in the epidermis, and it is outermost protective layer. First, second और third layer जिसे हम कह रहे हैं 1, 2, 3, जैसे epidermis, collenchyma and endodermis, the 3 zones of cortex. Then we talk about the collenchyma. It forms the hypodermis, few layers. Parenchyma, it is cortical cells, thin cell wall parenchyma with conspicuous intercellular spaces. Endodermis is the innermost layer of the cortex, also known as starch sheath. Pericycle semilunar होता है, आधे चंद्रमा जैसे दिखता है, इससे से half moon like this. Patches of sclerenchyma है इसमें. Then comes the phloem, then comes the cambium, the secondary growth, and then comes the metaxylem first at the periphery, and medullary is a gap between those xylem के बीच में जो columns हैं उनको medullary कहते हैं. Protoxylem is at the towards the pith, इसको endarch condition कहते हैं. Pith large है, rounded parenchyma cells का बना हुआ and with lots of intercellular spaces. Vascular bundles में अगर हम एक TS of stem dicot देखें तो ये उसका look है overall. आप देख सकते हो hypodermis, parenchyma, endodermis form the cortex, and pericycle inner side of endodermis above the phloem. Medullary rays, few layers of radially placed. Pith, central portion of the stem, right? And vascular bundles are conjoined, open with secondary growth, arranged in rings, characteristic feature of dicot stem. Anatomy of monocot stem के अंदर हम देखते हैं, यहाँ पे मैंने स्टार लगाया, इसका मतलब there are things which are different. So vascular bundles are generally smaller than the centrally located ones. Phloem, जो parenchyma है वो absent है. Water containing cavities are present within the vascular bundles. So you can see here epidermis, hypodermis, vascular bundles with these things, and rest is all. You can see the ground tissue is so clear. Next we talk about anatomy of dorsiventral dicotyledonous leaf. इसके 3 हिस्से हैं, epidermis, mesophyll, vascular bundles. Adaxial और abaxial इसके 2 हिस्से हैं, and mesophyll में है palisade and spongy parenchyma से बना हुआ है ये. You can see here adaxial epidermis, upper surface, it has less and absent stomata, या फिर absent है, बहुत ही कम stomata है. Xylem and phloem bundle sheath, vascular bundles are there. You can see in veins and midriff size depends on the vein size. Palisade mesophills है और एक spongy mesophyll. इसमें mesophyll 2 तरह के होते हैं, बीच में spongy mesophyll में air cavities है, and substomatal cavity is this which has stoma, abaxial epidermis, lower surface which has more stomata. ये पैरामीटर्स हैं पैलिसेड और स्पंजी के, विच यू कैन चेक पोजीशन, शेप और अरेंजमेंट के बेसिस पर कैसे ये होता है. लेट्स चेक. पैलिसेड मेसोफिल एडैक्सियल, तो ये है पैलिसेड एक्सटेंड्स टू लोअर एपिडर्मिस, बिलो दैट। शेप इसका इलोंगेटेड है, इसका ओवल एंड राउंड। अरेंजमेंट वर्टिकली अरेंज्ड पैरेलल टू ईच अदर, और ये है लूजली अरेंज्ड, एयर कैविटीज आर प्रेजेंट। एनाटॉमी ऑफ आइसोबाइलेटरल यानी कि मोनोकॉट लीव्स को बोलते हैं आइसोबाइलेटरल, क्योंकि स्टोमेटा इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द बोथ द सर्फेसेस। एडैक्सियल एपिडर्मिस में बुलिफॉर्म सेल्स भी इसके नीचे हम देखेंगे, यहाँ पे टर्जिडिटी और फ्लैसिडिटी, फ्लैसिड के लिए जाने जाते हैं। वाटर एब्जॉर्ब होने पे टर्जिड हो जाएगा, लीव सर्फेस इज एक्सपोज्ड, और फ्लैसिड वाटर स्ट्रेस कंडीशन में ये makes the leaves curl inwards to and loss of water की वजह से। Mesophils not differentiated and it has substomatal cavities in that, and then you can see there abaxial epidermis, it has phloem, stoma, the same normal labelings. Vascular bundles similar sizes, that is the parallel venation, except the main veins. This is a table, you can have a quick recap, table showing comparison for quick recap of dicot roots and monocot roots. Then we have the dicot stem and the monocot stems, dicot leaf and monocot leaf, right? And this is the summary, you can check most. Here, what are the words used? Assimilation of food and its storage, transportation of water, minerals and photosynthesis, and mechanical support of the main functions of the tissues. The ground tissue system forms the main bulk of the plants. It is divided into 3 zones: cortex, pericycle, and pith. On the basis of presence of cambium, location of xylem and phloem, the vascular bundles are of different types. Monocotyledons and dicot plants show marked variation in their internal structure. They differ in types, number, and location of vascular bundles, so it is assertion with A option. So the secondary growth occurs in most of the dicot roots and stems, and it increases the girth, the diameter of the organs by the activity of vascular cambium and the cork cambium. The wood is actually a secondary xylem. There are different types of wood on the basis of their composition and time of production. And ये हमने अपना दूसरा चैप्टर कंप्लीट किया इस यूनिट नंबर 2 का। अब हम चलते हैं फ्रॉग की तरफ। स्ट्रक्चरल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इन एनिमल्स, फ्रॉग रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स में अर्थवर्म एंड कॉकरोच है, बट अभी 11th आवर के लिए मैं आपको सजेस्ट करती हूँ काइंडली कंटिन्यू विद द फ्रॉग रिविजन ओनली। एंड एज फार एज एनिमल टिश्यूज इज कंसर्न्ड, यूनिट नंबर 5 पढ़ाते टाइम सभी बिगनर्स को एनिमल टिश्यूज की क्लासेस दी जाती हैं, बिकॉज दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट। फॉर दैट यू कैन रेफर एंड यू कैन कॉन्टैक्ट बायोवेज विद देयर एप्स, वी विल गिव यू द कंटेंट। सो assertion, you can see here, basically there are more or less assertion reasons इसमें काफी बन रहे हैं। Rana tigrina is the one, poikilotherms, they have ability to change the color and hide them from their enemies, that is camouflage. The protective coloration is called the mimicry. And frogs are not seen during peak summers and winters. During this period, they take the shelter in the deep burrows to protect them from extreme heat and cold. And long summer sleep, जो इस time वो कर रहे हैं, that is estivation, and winter sleep is hibernation respectively. So the skin is smooth and slippery due to presence of mucus. The skin is always maintained in a moist condition. And the coloration, if you see, you can also remember the labelings. This is the trunk, this is head, eyes, forelimbs, hind limbs, and of course this part is tympanum. This is tympanum. And the color of the dorsal side of the body is generally olive green with dark irregular spots. Ventral side skin is uniformly pale yellow. तो uniform का ununiform, non-uniform आ सकता है, irregular की जगह regular spots हो सकते हैं. Be very careful. Go for a eye reading, don't go for a mind reading, क्योंकि आप 2 साल right चीज़ें पढ़ते हैं, वहाँ पे आपको true and false, correct, incorrect निकालना है. So बच्चों ये आपको ध्यान रखना है कि उस दिन आपको eye reading करनी है कि आपको printed क्या दिया है और आपको नॉलेज क्या है, उसके हिसाब से आप TF बना के हर स्टेटमेंट में T और F लिखिए, उसके बाद काउंट करिए नंबर ऑफ T, नंबर ऑफ F जो पूछा है क्वेश्चन में, उसको डबल चेक करो कि ऑल करेक्ट पूछा है या ऑल इनकरेक्ट, एंड देन यू कैन अटेम्प्ट इट, राइट. सो बॉडी ऑफ अ फ्रॉग इज डिविजिबल इनटू हेड एंड ट्रंक, द नेक एंड tail are absent. Eyes are bulged and covered by a nictitating membrane that protects them while in water. On the other side of the eye is a membranous tympanum. The ear receives the sound signals. The forelimbs and hind limbs helps in swimming, walking, leaping and burrowing. The hind limbs even end in 5 digits. They are large and muscular. Then for the forelimbs is the front limbs. इसमें सिर्फ 4 उंगलियां हैं और इसमें 5. and even in 5 digits. So, and the 4 digits are there in the forelimbs. Feet has webbed digits that help in swimming. Frogs exhibit sexual dimorphism. Male frogs can be distinguished by the presence of sound-producing vocal sac, and also a copulatory pad on the first digit of the forelimbs, which are absent in the female frogs. Anatomy of frogs, digestion and respiration की अगर हम बात करते हैं, the alimentary canal. So let's zoom this part. Alimentary canal, if you see here, right. So it is the mouth, it is immovable upper jaw, movable lower jaw. Teeth is homodont, acrodont and polyphyodont. Tongue is anteriorly attached. And esophagus is short tube. Stomach में cardiac part is near the heart. Pyloric is glands containing the gland cells जो secrete करते हैं digestive juices. Mainly ये insectivore है, तो इसको protein digestion पे ही ज़्यादा focus करना है. तो major portion इसका stomach में clear हो जाता है, और small intestine में भी final division होता है, मतलब the breakdown of the proteins. इसीलिए इसका intestine is smaller in size. In length. Intestine में duodenum और ileum में villi है. Rectum stores fecal matter and absorbs water. Cloaca is finally for the out zone. You can see a common passage, the cloaca, जिसमें rectum भी है. Rectum की opening है इधर, यहाँ पर ये cloacal aperture एक single opening है. Urinary bladder temporary urine store करेगा. जब इसको ejection करना है या release करना है gametes, तो urine bladder में fill रहते हैं, trapped through a sphincter. This is the cloaca, which has the 3 openings. Respiratory system. अच्छा, glands पढ़ लेते हैं पहले. Liver is reddish brown, largest gland, produce bile. Gall bladder store करता है, concentrate करता है bile को. कुछ तो आपको humans का पढ़ के भी याद हो जाता है कि इस तरह से हम लोग हमारे digestive system को पढ़ते थे in junior classes. Pancreas finally for releases the pancreatic juice. Respiratory system in the frog is cutaneous, pulmonary and buccal. Cutaneous is through skin and minimum energy spends. Main mode is during hibernation and estivation. Highly vascularized. Pulmonary is through lungs. During high active periods, it is using the lungs. Buccal cavity, air enters into the buccopharyngeal cavity. Air exchange happens and expelled out. Then we talk about, yes. So now we talk about anatomy of frog vascular system. So you can see this is a hand sketch. This is the aortic arch and the trunk region, aortic trunk for the release of the oxygenated blood to the system. ये 1, ये 2 और ये 3 ये veins का काम कर रहा है. ये deoxygenated blood लेके आ रहा है, और एक single opening इसकी यहाँ खुलती है towards the right auricle. And this is sinus venosus जिससे ये enter हो रहा है. Post cable है ये veins, and then it is getting a mixed blood in the ventricles. There's a mixing, there's one single ventricle is mixing, so it is releasing the mixed blood, distribution. So that is why they are cold-blooded. And heart is myogenic, nucleated है, RBCs, oval shape, biconvex. Hemoglobin होता है उसके अंदर. They have 2 lymph hearts, 3 chambered heart with 2 auricles and 1 ventricles, 4 इसमें hepatic, renal, portal and lymphatic system भी present है. Hepatic is for liver and renal is for the kidney portal systems. This is the circulation. You can see the ventricles are releasing the blood, the mixed blood, through a conical structure that is truncus arteriosus, and then it distributes to the systems. So you can see here, these are the various assertions we have marked here. Anatomy of frog में अब excretory और reproductive system को पढ़ने जा रहे हैं. अगर हम बात करते हैं इसके female के अंदर, तो ovaries are released. Ovaries are releasing the eggs in the body cavity, and from there it goes to the oviduct, then to the cloaca and to the outside. And as well as in male frog, testes में से vasa efferentia, the semen goes to the vasa efferentia, then through the Bidder's canal. Remember, Bidder's canal is exclusively in the male reproductive system of the frog. From there, cloaca to outside. So this is the flow of the gametes, and you can see here vas efferentia, 10 to 12 in numbers. This is the testes, yellow ovoid structure. Adrenal gland is there. This is rectum. This is bladder, and this is the fat bodies attached to the ovary. This is ovary part में भी है, नहीं kidney part के ऊपर है, kidneys में. Urinary tract, cloaca is small and median in position. Cloacal aperture पे open होता है. A mature female can lay 2,500 to 3,000 ova at a time. Fertilization is external and takes place in the water. Development involves larval stage called tadpole. Tadpole undergoes metamorphosis to form the adult. And remember, there are how many vasa efferentia? 10 to 12 in numbers, which you have written here in the diagram. Next, economic importance of frogs. They're beneficial for mankind because they eat insects and protect the crop. Frogs maintain ecological balance. They serve as an important link of food chain and food web in the ecosystem. In some countries, the muscular legs of the frogs are used as a food by man. Right? So that is all about the frog, and that is all about our today's Unit 2 fast track revision, a one shot. And let's join again for unit number 3. Bye for now.